Hello everybody, this is Debbie from Deb's Thing. Today I'm going to show you how to make this bracelet. I've called it Double Hugs and Kisses. It was referenced as 6E on my second part of my introduction to my original designs. This was requested to be made. They saw it on my little banner, which I need to update, make it look more professional, but I just, was just getting started. I just wanted a nice pop of color and show as many designs as I could, except when they crop that, they kind of crop the heck out of it, and it's almost impossible to anticipate how they're going to, what part of your image they're going to pick up on that. So that's a little difficult to do. This was one of my first designs when I still had my non-rainbow Loom Brace bands, and these are literally rotting apart. They're just about ready to break off, which is a shame. And anyhow, I'm losing my train of thought. So as I said, our reference number is 6E, and the 6 of course means there's 6 bars. So if you're going to make it full length, you are going to need 12 of these. That's quite a lot, but I think those who have an interest in making bracelets like this, you probably have 2 or 3 looms at least, and what's one more, or possibly one. You probably, using 2 of the big bars, you could probably have 2 looms. I don't know, I can't, never mind. Forget it, I'm not going to try to calculate it. You need 6 bands and 6 bars, and I don't know how to do the, transferring over to make it longer, so unless you can double the length of this to make it longer. It's not super short. So I don't know if it'll show. So it does, completely at least cover the front and a little tiny bit of the sides. So anyhow, I'm even having more trouble than normal concentrating. For the A color, which I kind of didn't do it quite this way because the A color I had is the rainbows. And of course I didn't do the rainbows at these connecting ends, but I will be using the A color for the connecting ends. So the A is going to be the connectors, the sides, and the middle. The B color is going to be the little X's, or the hugs. And this is rainbow, the glow-in-the-dark triple caps in the center here, but I'm just going to be using standard white. So anyways, I will be using the jelly for the A. I'm having so much trouble focusing. I am going to be using this two-toned, I guess it's like a metallic light blue and a hot pink in the middle. And as I said, the regular white for the center. So to get started, we are going to take our A color and place it across the center, and this will act as the extension band later on. And then we're going to come down here like this, down here, and then we're going to go all the way up on this side. So then after I think we're going to be going all the way up to here. Maybe that's why I should have done the practice, but anyways, we'll figure it out when we get there. So, just take it up to the second to the last post. We can just remove it or add afterwards. So you're going to do the same thing on this side. But, you have this in the center, you're going to come down here, across, and then up. So let's just go all the way up to here and these here, and we'll see what happens when we cross that bridge. I've been looking this over And it looks to me like I would just be mirroring this on the top end of this loom. So methinks we are going to go like this. Yes, this looks like how it should go. As I said, I just have this little 3x5 card, and sometimes I just scribble on some notes and I don't keep track of everything. And so that, yeah, that's going to be double capped, so we'll wait to do that. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to take the same color, or whatever color, if you want to do the rainbows, you're just going to make the X's and as you go up, just, follow the same left to right, then right to the left. And you're going to do that all the way up to here and here. Here we have the loom. This is what it looks like with the X's up the middle and the borders completed. I think most of you who have any experience have made a lot of bracelets. I think this probably is a fairly easy design to figure out, but nevertheless. The next thing we will be doing is, what am I going to be doing? It looks like my instructions say, I guess always do a practice run. That's how it's going to look. So you're going to do these. All these are doubled. They're so hard to pull out. So you're going to do down at this angle. Probably could have just didn't need to do this. I think what happened is that let me try to make a design using the the bars set up like this. This definitely looks like one that you could have just had them straight across and that would have worked just fine. So this would have probably been better, but it's still going to come out the same in the end. And then we will do the same on this side. We're just going to do the same thing all the way up. I mean, you can obviously see if it was parallel what it would look like. Dude, I trimmed all my nails today. Find one I don't have to fight with. And so you're going to start from the middle and work your way out. Alrighty. I'm just looking at this, making sure it looks right in my eyes. Okay. I will be back once I have all these placed. Well, that was probably felt a little awkward because of the angle, but when it comes off the hook, off the loom, it's going to just straighten itself out. And I'll probably make a note in my little card that we don't need to have this oddball shape. So what we're going to do next is triple cap these. Now you can either try twice. I really, I can't even show how to do it. My fingertips are so swollen, my thumb tips are so swollen that painful that I can't take the pressure, and I really don't have the room. So what I'm going to do is the second option. You put the hook on, and put it on the hook. That's one twist, two twist, and then a 3 twist. So we have the 3 like this, and you take your fingers and spread it apart, and then pop it on there. However whatever it takes to get it on 3 times. Some people like to, I don't like to like full on pull it, stretch it, twist it, wrap it. It just seems to, I want to keep the tightness of the bands as much as possible, but if that's the only way you know how to do it, then I'm sure that will be fine. So we are going to go all these pins straight up here, so it'll be a cap to loop these out from that center, and then again on, so it'll be on the 2nd and 5th, 1, 2, the 2nd and 5th bars, and I clipped my nails today because they grow so fast. I have nothing left to grab with. That is all I'm going to be able to do on camera, because then I'll be whining like a puppy and drive you crazy. Alright, see you in a little bit. That was fairly basic looping. So now, let's see, what order did I do these? I really don't think it matters, but well, you know what, because the ones up going in the center are on top of the ones going around the edge, that I guess dictates how I'm going to be doing this. So we're going to reach under and crisscross whatever one's on top, do that one first. So it should always be this one if you followed my placement, the way I placed my bands. So okay, up. By the way, I noticed online last night on rainbowloom.com that they had a new, I'm assuming looming's going good and strong because they're coming out with more and more designer colors, but I think those are to appeal to us adults. I don't think the little kids are going to go for those colors. I don't even know if any little kids are doing this anymore. But the medievals were kind of the opposite of the Persian. The Persian had the gold on the outside, the gold glitter. The medieval had the silver. So I grabbed, I don't know, tried 5 of those to see what they look like. I had this cute little storage system that worked perfect for the, the jellies and the opaques. It's the larger grab and go made by Options, and it's cool because the top opens up and you can put a couple of looms in there, and it opens up the front. It's got two of these large ones like that. I'm sorry, I got distracted here. And then one smaller one, and I just made extra dividers with cardboard to accommodate the different, the many different colors I had. So then I had to go get a couple of inexpensive, like, beading boxes for the sweets and the Persians and all those other specialty ones. But now where am I going to put the medievals? Jeez. Anyhow, their one little box that they were selling just didn't do it for me. You can only put a few colors in, and I wanted to have like a little compartment that I can put 150 to 300, 150 I guess, average bands each little section. Okay, so I was a little off screen there, but by the time I pull it down here, I'm 3/4 off my little table. So the final thing, of course, to do is the border. So you reach in, and it doesn't really matter which side, and I will not be, let's see here, rambling on. You guys, you poor souls. And we'll be going all the way up, over and down to this one, and then the same thing on the other side. We will just go up. All the way over and then down. And then I will show you how to take it off the loom. I think this is a pretty easy design considering its size, but then it, you know, it was already designed by someone else. You know, I think the Pentalock had the similar looping out, and of course the Confetti Criss-Cross, which I love both. I loved both those bracelets. So, you know, sometimes you think of what they did and you add a little of it, of your own spin on it, and that's how we come up with new ideas. But I don't want to copy anybody. I did look to see if I could find a double, you know, two confetti bracelets kind of, you know, brought together like this, and I didn't find it, but there are so many thousands of videos on right now, and what did somebody name it, if there is one. I could spend hours looking. So, now, oops. Excuse me, please. So sorry about that. I didn't realize I had to pick my daughter up from work tonight. So I had to take that call, and I certainly can't be doing this whole video and bracelet over again for that, so I do apologize. You're probably going to hear the little text ding-a-ling with her telling me what time, but hopefully I can get this done in time. So to get this first band, extension band going, we're going to pull it out in this half and hold on to it for a second. There it is. Okay. Now this is a little taut, which makes the way I do it a little difficult. But I turn it upside down and grab the band and pull it through those two loops, turn the hook upside up, and now it's easy. Those are just big fat loops, and it's easy to pull them through. I do 5 on each side, including that one that was already set in there. And it's a nice general length, sometimes a little loose, sometimes, you know, maybe could have added another band to it, but never too small, sometimes too big. Okay, so I'm going to, because it is so wide, I'm going to be taking these off to make it a little easier to pull. Okay, hopefully we can do this now. Hopefully it's not too wide. Definitely want to pull the caps off, I think, because they're just too far out from the center to pull, you know, to pull either. They want to resist and overstretch other ones while they stay snug on those pins. Now we should be able to do just fine. Oh my gosh! Oh, I love it! Oh my gosh, I love it! Love how the color is so fun. Oh, I think if I put this in the bag and give it to some girls to pick out, I have all these back. I just carry this around with me. I've got a whole bunch more in a pile here that I make a little tag with its name and my channel, you know, what to search for in the search bar of YouTube, so that if they want to make the bracelet, they can. Somebody said dropping off at the Boys and Girls Club. So I might just do that. I just don't get out long enough, and then having to approach each, you know, of course, approach your parents first, explain what I'm doing, stand around while they pick out, you know, especially, I don't know if guys are the same, but I know I would have to look through every single one of them, make a pile of the ones I might want, you know, and then reduce that pile. And that would drive me nuts, waiting on me patiently. Oh, yeah, I have to shop every store to make sure I've looked at every option before I decide. Or as I used to when I was stronger. So anyways, blah blah blah. To finish the rest of my extension, I did it the traditional way. I put 4 bands on, and this cap I consider number 5. A total of 10 extension bands. I have to decide which one I'm going to put on for my thumbnail, and then of course over onto Instagram. Hey, actually it's cool. Oh, I like it this way. I mean, this one there's really, for whatever reason, it doesn't make, I mean, a little difference. He's on the edge here, it's a little more underneath, and the blues, you know, they pop up a little more on this side. But I don't know if you can see the arc, you know. Oh, that's so pretty. Oh, I get so excited when I pull something off, and it's better than I expected. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I was considering doing the purple jelly, but you know, I consulted with my very fashion savvy 10-year-old, and she thought the pink would make it pop better, and I do agree with that. You know, maybe if the pink had been on the outside, it'd been pink pearl with blue on the other side, it would have been different. But oh, how cute, how cute, how cute. I know this must. Oh, I sure hope you like it. I don't know if it came out so good. I love it. No false modesty here. So actually, you know, I love both of them. You know, the very intensely colored rainbow. I mean, you can't go wrong with the rainbow. It's the most beautiful thing in the sky. And then this one with the pearly and the bright pink and the white. Very cute. So, I know. Miss Modest here. I am in most cases, but I don't know. I pulled that off, and you know, that was my gut reaction. I had no idea what it was going to look like. I hadn't played these types of bands on it before. All I had was this in my eyes. So I'm really liking it. So if you like it too, please feel free to share it with your friends and give me a like on Facebook and Instagram. Facebook. Oh. YouTube, I don't put this on Facebook. That's just for like my family, and I just have like 34 people. Oops. I have to get done. Somebody wants me again. So anyways, as I was saying, if you like it, let me know and show me your renditions of this, and of course feel free to subscribe to Deb's Thing if you'd like to see more of my upcoming videos. Thank you so very much for watching.